Girl, it's what I heard. Allegedly, it's just the word. Allegedly, it's on the street. Allegedly, I sing to the beat. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly.
Ashley Darby is selling fans, you know, those shade fans that says Cooch Cravings on one side and Darby's Barbie on the other. You ain't a Darby no more. Your coot is leaving you. Why are you trying to trade on a last name you've lost? And as far as Cooch Cravings, maybe it would be good for you to get with a power lesbian. Maybe she could give you the mothering that you desperately need because, honey, you ain't just looking for a father, you looking for a mama because your mama been pimping you. However, I think the fans are foolish and foolhardy. You've missed an amazing opportunity, but there's still time. Summer is coming, and do you know what that means? Outdoor sports and recreation. And nothing says Ashley Darby or her mama like a tent. A T-E-N-T tent. Ashley's tent. I mean, they could sleep, you know, a family of 4 family-sized tents that are waterproof and rat-proof for the urban camper. I also think you could sell batteries. Batteries that are small but discreet enough to be plugged in at a Starbucks or a public library. I think that catering to the indigent population is a market that you've missed, Ashley. And I think it could be fun for people who just want to camp, not just those who have to live in tents because your husband wouldn't pay for her to live with her piece of a man in the house. He said, no, y'all got to be outside. And so that's where they were because he certainly wasn't getting a job. So I think that these dysfunctional shelters or tents and batteries, I think that could be a cash cow for you. And I mean, think about your mama's face on that tent. Nothing says tent like your mama's face, Ashley. Nothing. Just a little tip from me to you. In debt news, according to Radar Online, British is being pressed with new charges. The government has informed the court it intends to present a superseding indictment to a grand jury before the trial date for additional charges. Now, the government has not said what those charges are, but I'm sure it relates to felony fraud. You really out here gonna end up going to jail behind checks for $4,800 and $5,800? Girl, that's pathetic. I mean, you should have got down with PPP, yeah, you know me, and stolen a couple of milli. Instead, you going to prison for pennies. Pathetic. At least Jen Shaw stole big. Child, these young men out here winning. Madonna is with a new 29-year-old, and Cher is in the studio with her 27-year-old. You know why? Because old men ain't fecal matter. Unless they got that coot coin, and most of them seem to be copping out of that these days, they ain't got nothing to offer. They're bitter and broken. They the ones gonna die alone. Let's talk about this Holly weird 6 degrees of skankeration. So now Tyga is dating Avril Lavigne, who used to date Brody Jenner, who's a stepbrother of Kylie, who Tyga also used to date. And Tyga also used to date Jordan Craig, Tristan Thompson's baby mama, who is also Khloe Kardashian's baby daddy. I will say, after living in San Francisco for 2 years, I'm not surprised because these California towns that seem like big cities, they ain't big cities. They are towns. Town with an own. Everybody humping everybody. And there's really no avoiding it because it's really like 8 people here. It's 8 people. And speaking of incest, Nick Cannon is starring in a game show with Kevin Hart about who's going to be his next baby mama. I think they're going to give us a Real Husbands of Hollywood comedic spin on this. I think now that E doesn't have the Kardashians anymore, they're going to do what a lot of networks do when they are new or they've lost their footing. They're going to go to black content. I think we're going to see a lot more black content on E now that they don't know what to do. And the Kardashians always wanted to be black, so I feel like he's just going to keep on going in that vein. What do you think? You think it's going to be like Fox and UPN all over again? Let me know down in the comments. Say what you want. Michael B. Jordan and Tessa Thompson went to couples therapy as creed counselors, and they say it was very weird. I'm sure because you're both homosexual. You're both homosexual, so I'm sure it was weird for you to be in couples counseling with someone of the opposite sex. I know I would feel odd and off because it would be like, well, the real issue is the lack of penis. That's my complaint. No cock. We are dick deficient. You subtracted the schlong, I said so long. What? Gloria Gaynor coming out with a fragrance? It's the 45th anniversary of I Will Survive. I want to smell that. And more marriage news. We have Monique letting us know that her and Daddy are now in a closed merge. She said she's grown out of an open marriage. Have you? Or did a fresh-tailed hussy get too close to your father? Because you was running like a track star in that movie, so I know you still young and ready, Mo. Somebody tried to sidle up to Sydney? Well, open or close, I didn't want him. But I'm sure there's some secondary strumpets sobbing over this sad story. Y'all crying, y'all sad you ain't gonna get Sydney in the sack? Let me know if anybody feels like, damn, I could have gotten in on that. I wonder if they had threesomes. Imagine Monique in a threesome. No, over there, beloved. Oh my God. Jamie Lee Curtis wants to know why musicians don't perform matinee shows, and that's a really good question. Y'all gonna be late anyway. Go on and say you're gonna be there at 2. If you there at 4, it's all right. Don't say you starting at 9 and start at 11. I'm going to bed. Jamie got a point. She like, look, my Activia ass needs to be in the house. I got shitting to do. Me too, Jamie. Me too. Oh, Lord, 50 Cent is back in court taunting somebody, but this time it ain't Tierra. The mogul took to his Instagram to share thoughts on his latest court battle involving a former Sire Spirits employee. He posted a screenshot of himself saying he's ready to seize ex-employee's property over a $6 million lawsuit. Per court records obtained by The Times, Mitchell Green is guilty of embezzling over $2 million from Le Chemin du Roi Champagne as the company's brand management director. In 2019, when the company was created by Fitty, Green allegedly upcharged wholesalers, saying they must pay agency fees and pocketed the money he gained. The court ordered Green to pay over $6 million, including pre-judgment interest, attorney's fees, arbitrator compensation, and more. And child, 50 gonna get his cash, as Tierra. 50 gonna get his cash. If there is one person in the world I would never steal from, if there's one person in the world I would never do business with, it's Fitty. It's Fitty. I don't even think, as much as I love Power, I don't even think I would go on his show. You saw how he did in the jury. And I already got to deal with Thick Tongue Carlos King stealing, allegedly. So I don't need to spar with someone else's spittle. Why did Mike Epps get caught with a loaded weapon at an airport? You are 53, sir. You are 53. Ain't nothing popping off at 53. Ain't no homies rolling up on you. You are not a rapper. Why are you trying to be that tough? Ain't nobody running up on you. You known, but you still black famous. Like, come on now. In an airport, you could hire security. You got that kind of money. This is embarrassing. Oh, God. Sissy Perry. Sissy fucking Perry is in talks to buy BET from Paramount because now Viacom is Paramount. There's no more Viacom. Damn, I grew up with Viacom. I mean, they got so much of his programming on there anyway. I mean, he's the mediocre version of Shonda Rhimes, so it's I mean, I guess he can hand it down to his wife and his child. Remember that? Remember when he got married and had a baby and now we never hear about that anymore? Nicki Minaj, during her Rolling Loud performance, says she don't F with horses. And this may have been a shock to Megan Thee Stallion. Girl, you are 43. We are too old to be beefing with the chitlins. You got chitlin. You've got a felon. You've got family to focus on, honey. Leave Meg alone. You've got lyrics to remember because I saw that performance and you looked, induced.
Alleged what? Alleged who? Allegedly. Don't blame, don't sue. Allegedly. Allegedly.